What a game. Oh my goodness, what a game. Started off very, very, very ugly. And then eventually the Heat picked up the pieces and found the way. And they had to do something historic to get it done tonight. Oh my goodness. So before we talk about the game itself, we're going to talk about the box score. We're going to start off with Indiana, because they are the road team. It's against the Indiana Pacers, who are just playing out of their minds this season, making their way to the NBA in-season tournaments. Just absolutely phenomenal stuff by Indiana. We're gonna start with Topping, who has scored 25 points, 3 3-pointers, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. Bruce Brown, I believe he was a Hurricane. 15 points, 5 free throws, and 5 field goals. 6 rebounds, 3 assists. And I think the guy we talk about the most regarding the rivalries is Miles Turner, who scored 13 points tonight. 3 free throws for him. And I think he was the one that was, dealing with Butler years ago. He has 9 rebounds. If one more rebound from him, he would have a double-double, 2 assists, and a block. This guy, the next guy, Tyrese Haliburton, 44 points. 44 points he scored tonight. That includes 6 3-pointers, 15 for 28 in the field goal, 8 for 12 in the free throw, and 10 assists. 44 points. He is playing out of his mind tonight. And it would have been much worse if he kept that hot streak in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, thank goodness, he went cold. He went ice cold in the fourth quarter by itself. And Hield with 12 points, 2 3-pointers, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal and 2 blocks. The bench, only Mathurin, who scored 12 points tonight for the bench, as well as the other player who has 2 points, Nembhard, and Nesmith has 9 points tonight. Now for the Heat, Duncan Robinson, 18 points with 4 3-pointers. Great stuff by him. 1 rebound, 2 assists, and a steal. Not bad performance by Duncan Robinson. Haywood Highsmith had to come in for starter. Just 2 points from him. Didn't do too much in this game. He does have a rebound and assist. Jimmy Butler, of course. Coming back from a foot injury, the ankle, and he come back and he scored 36 points. And majority of the 36 points came from the late in the game, and those and one shots, getting back the Heat in the head. 36 points. And he has 10 rebounds too, so he has a double-double easily, and 3 assists as well. Bam Adebayo scoring 7 points tonight. 1 free throw, 3 field goals, 4 rebounds, 2 assists tonight. He only played 12 minutes in this game, and I hope he's okay. He kind of felt like he was shaken up. He got hurt. He was hurt again. They're saying it's his hip once again. So he had to leave the rest of the game because of the hip injury. So Bam, I hope you're okay. Speedy recovery. Hope you get back on the court soon, and hopefully the hip injury is not as severe as the last one, because hip injuries, they're no joke. No matter how you look at it, they're no joke. Kyle Lowry, 15 points, 3 3-pointers by him, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block. Great game by Kyle Lowry tonight. Absolutely good stuff there. Absolutely. So yeah, folks. Now we're gonna talk about the play-by-play in each quarter. So, Um, when we go for the play by play, I want to save the bench players for the box score a little bit later because the bench players we'll talk about that. So Indiana very quickly 20 for 7 to start the game. 20 for 7. The Heat would bounce back, but each time they do, all game long until the halfway point of the third quarter, Indiana would get up within, and they would respond every time we would make this comeback. And really, Halliburton by Indiana, Tyrese Halliburton, he is one of the big reasons why the Heat are struggling to keep up with Indiana. So they gave up 38 points in the first quarter. Now, fortunately, it could have been so much worse. It could have been so much worse. Trust me. So, but they would make it get back closer because Jimmy Butler making some shots in as well as Josh Richardson, and Duncan Robinson making a 3-pointer to keep up against Indiana, and Bam making that step back jumper. And we were down by 16, and we're down by 5 to the end of the first quarter. So not bad. Indiana clearly wins that quarter, and for this quarter, the second quarter, Indiana wins this quarter as well. So yeah, so Indiana starts off again. We're down by a dozen points. Caleb Martin making the 2-point shot. Indiana getting ahead again. They're getting ahead again. Shit. There we go. So what do? The Heat never backs down from a fight. They would not bounce. They would not get that off. They will not give up. This is a fighting team. Although unfortunately, this is around this time that Bam had to leave the game because of that hip. So Orlando Robinson would come in to fill in for Bam. So Caleb Martin with the free throw. We were bouncing back. Halliburton with the 3-pointer, and Nesmith is making some shots in as well, and another Halliburton who makes that big dunk right there. Says it by Andrew Nemhard. Jaime Jaquez. I'm gonna wait till we finish that play-by-play. Jaime Jaquez with a 27-foot 3-pointer. Halliburton always responds, always. Haywood Highsmith would make that dunk. That would be his only point of the game, was that dunk. And we left the Bruce Brown with a free throw, blah, blah, blah. Richardson, Halliburton once again, twice. Caleb Martin. And we would eventually leave the second quarter at halftime, 73-64. This is the first time this season we've probably given up that many points. 73 points given up in the first half. Now you know they're for real. Third quarter, once again, Indiana starts off. The Heat always trying to look for a way to make this comeback. And here comes Jimmy Butler making a rescue. He's making a 3-pointer. He is making an and one shot. 3-point foul. Making the 4-point play. 3-pointer and one. Jimmy Butler. That is the spark. Now, we don't know it yet because Indiana will always bounce forward. But that's the spark of the offense. Jimmy Butler's 3-point and one to start us off. Now, of course, Indiana would make us pay. Halliburton making the layups, Toppin with the 3-pointer. But Jimmy Butler always finds a way. A dunk and another layup in by Jimmy Butler. And an alley-oop dunk shot by Toppin, which is a nice dunk. Alley-oop, I'll give him that. Jaquez Jr. with the driving layup, and Jimmy Butler. Here he comes again, drawing the fouls. We're still down a dozen points, but we get closer. Now we're down by 3. Jimmy Butler keeps committing fouls against them, and we're down by 3 at the end of the third, 100-97. Fourth quarter, Jimmy Butler, and the big name, Jaime Jaquez Jr. Now let's talk about the bench score real quick and the box score. I wanted to say this till we get to the fourth quarter. So, off the bench, Kevin Love, 5 points. Caleb Martin, 14 points. Thomas Bryant, just 2 points. Orlando Robinson coming in for Bam Adebayo, 2 points. Josh Richardson, 19 points. 19 points by Josh Richardson. And then, bench player of the game. The bench came alive, especially in the fourth quarter. Jaime Jaquez Jr. playing 33 minutes of the game, just a few minutes behind Jimmy Butler. 24 points in the three-pointer, 7 for 7 in the free throws, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal. Now, it doesn't mean much for veteran players, but as a rookie, coming in clutch, especially in the fourth quarter, Jaquez, he deserves to be an all-star. And this draft pick out of UCLA, it's proven to be a really damn good pick. Because he is producing points, he is making plays, and he came in clutch, especially in this game. We were down by a dozen, and that he take over this fourth quarter. And it starts off with Jaime Jaquez layup, Duncan Robinson three-pointer, and Jaquez never stops scoring. He is not missing. He is just not missing. And Josh Richardson is contributing as well. It's amazing. It is amazing. Now, there was a foul. There was a foul on Nembhard, committing a foul against Jaime Jaquez. Now, there was a coach's challenge. Did he actually hit the hand? Was it initiated? Or did he actually make contact? There was no evidence there. The call stood. Pacers were charged with a timeout. They don't have a challenge anymore. So Jaime Jaquez, of course, making those free throws. Duncan Robinson making a floater, making that floater. And then Josh Richardson making that 2-point shot. We were down by as many as 16, I believe. And now we are scoring every single point in the fourth quarter. And now at that point, with Josh Richardson 2-point shots, we are up by 9 points, 116-107 at this point. Now, Buddy Hield, Nembhard, and now I'm a little brain fart. Now what's his name? Halliburton coming in cold, ice cold in the fourth quarter. Probably a really bad time to be cold for the Indiana team that were just all over and keep them ahead. Toppin makes the dunk. Jimmy Butler makes that layup to respond. Duncan Robinson with another three-pointer. And a sick dunk by Jaime Jaquez Jr., assisted by Josh Richardson, almost like an alley-oop. I think it's an alley-oop, honestly. Jaime Jaquez with that big dunk coming out of nowhere. Eric Reed with the best call of the season. Oh my goodness, Jaquez with that performance like he did in the fourth quarter. You gotta give him all-star. You just gotta give him all-star. He's damn good. I'm probably gonna get his jersey. Now Halliburton finally makes that three-pointer. At this point, with the Jaime Jaquez alley-oop and the Jimmy Butler free throws, we are now up 125-109. Now Indiana is finding some shots with rhythm in, but Butler keeping it ahead. So it's our turn. We're playing against their game, a fast-paced scoring, keeping them ahead, and now we're doing the same thing like they did to us. Caleb Martin is making those 2-point shots. Josh Richardson. The bench came alive in the fourth quarter. And then finally, the free throws would end this game. 132-142 Miami Heat. That is a crazy game for the neutral. And what a great game this was for neutral. And for us, it feels sweeter to get this comeback against Indiana Pacers. Now, I said it's a historic. It's kind of they do something historic here. I'll tell you what's something historic. Now, in the first quarter, we scored 33 points. In the second quarter, we scored 31 points. In the third quarter, we scored 33 points. In the fourth quarter alone, we scored 45 points. For what I recall, the last time the Heat scored 45 points in the fourth quarter alone was their expansion, the first year in existence, in the 1988 and 89 first season, expansion season. This is before Pat Riley came in, Eric Spoelstra was their coach. Everything. Their expansion year. You have to go back to March 2nd, 1989, their first season in existence. We lost that game. This is against New York. We lost that game. I think they scored 48 in the fourth quarter, but they scored 45 in this game. Second time in history this happens in the fourth quarter. That is historic. More importantly, this snaps a 3-game losing streak for the Heat. After winning 7 straight games, losing the heartbreaker of Chicago, going back on a 2-game win streak, and then losing 3 straight, and then with this bounce back win, we're feeling back to confident. Oh, all right. I think that's enough for the recap here. This game was awesome. It was a fantastic comeback win by Miami. Everything was just right. Everything was just right. It didn't start off great, but eventually they did get it right, and they beat them 142 to 132. In terms of largest lead, our largest lead was 16. Their largest lead was 13. So that's pretty, yeah. But anyway, guys, there you go. That's going to do it for this video, folks. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe for content. Give a shout out to Jaime Hackcash Jr. He deserves it. And Jimmy Butler as well. Bam, I hope he's okay. Hopefully he gets back on the court soon. And hopefully it's nothing serious. And Tyler Hero, hopefully he comes back soon. Our next game is against Indiana. They're probably going to want some blood on Saturday nights at Kaseya Center at 8 o'clock p.m. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this video, folks. Welcome to December. If you like this video again, hit the like button, subscribe for content, because Miami TVG has it back. And when he does, he'll be right there with your favorite entertainment you deserve. This is Miami TVG. Signing out, folks. Friday is our off day, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Good night, everybody.